Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm back again with another video. So in today's video we're gonna be looking at this device that I have here with me right here, which is the Lalela LAL-R1818 Wi-Fi UPS. And if you've been following my YouTube channel, you know of lately I've been doing videos about devices that are helpful and useful for us during the load shedding, and this is actually one of them. So if you have missed this video, do yourself a favor, go and check the Lalela laptop UPS power bank. I will drop that video in the description section below, and also the inverter that I've done initially before I've done the previous video. So go and check those videos in the description section below, and then you can come back and watch this one. So here's the device. It says it's a Lalela LAL-R1818 Wi-Fi UPS. So basically this is the device that will help you to remain connected during the load shedding. So basically this is in terms of your Wi-Fi connection. So if you have fiber and the ONT devices that you actually use to connect to your router to get your Wi-Fi connection, so this is the device that will help you to remain connected even when there is load shedding or when there's a power cut. And what they say in here, they say this will give you 8 hours if you only have one device that is connected. So some devices, some ONT devices are basically coming with a built-in router inside, which means you don't actually need to have a router connected to the ONT device. It works as one device that connects the fiber terminator into the ONT, which serves as a router. But most of us, we have ONT device separately, and we have the Wi-Fi router, which both of them needs to be powered. And if you have two of them, you're gonna get 4 hours, which is good, because in most cases the highest, I think, or the longer load shedding that we've had in South Africa is about stage 4, which happens in 2 parts. So you will actually have the first 2 hours of the day either early in the morning or midday, and then you can have the other one later, which means in between you are able to charge this device. You can actually put this device to have it remain connected throughout, so that you don't have to plug and remove manually. You can have this in between your Wi-Fi router and the ONT device, so that you don't have to unplug and those, which means you'll be connected throughout the load shedding. So let's look at what they say here on the cover. So just by looking at the cover itself, they actually give you more information that you can actually buy into getting this device. So for example, they said this is a Wi-Fi UPS with 48,840 milliwatts, and then it supports, of course, DC power over Ethernet, and then it has 15 volts and 24 volts output for Wi-Fi, router, fiber boxes, which are the ONTs, as well as other DC supported devices. And then they said inside the package you will find in the power cable, you'll find a USB charging port, you'll find DC adapter, you'll find a splitter cable. So something that I want to touch here before we even open it, they said it has a splitter cable. So a splitter cable is basically one cable that will connect into the DC out of this device, and you can actually connect to your Wi-Fi router as well as the ONT device. So the way this UPS looks like, it looks like the ONT device, and then which unfortunately, because I'm not gonna unplug my ONT device, I will just hook it up here so that you can see how the ONT device looks like. In my child router that's working with that ONT, you will see both of them. I will connect.
Could you try again?
I wasn't talking to you, Siri. And then let's see what they say here at the back. So they say the LAL-R1818 Wi-Fi UPS is the perfect backup plan for when you need it the most in the heights of load shedding. So it speaks for itself. This powerful UPS product offers an uninterruptible power supply for up to 8 hours for a single Wi-Fi router, or up to 4 hours for a router and ONT device, like I said. And obviously they say the LAL, I'll call it LAL, R1818 Wi-Fi UPS is plug and play, meaning that it is easy to use and versatile for all your everyday work needs. So they actually even show a person who's working, and then this is basically how the device looks like. But anyway, without any waste of time, let's open it and see how it looks like and what we actually find inside. So the package, I like the fact that it's small and slim, so something that you can even carry around with. So the first thing that you find on top is this is this power cable, which I believe it goes into the wall and into the ONT device. And then you find in this DC cable. I believe this is a one-way connection, and then this is a splitter, which I believe you're gonna split between the ONT device, between this Wi-Fi UPS and your ONT device and your router. And then the other cable that you find in here, it's another DC cable. And then let's see what else. So there's different connectors. So they said DC adapters, which I believe is this one. So it will actually depend on what kind of a DC adapter your device support. Your ONT, obviously ONT comes in different shapes. The smaller one, I think I have my old one in my spare room here, and I also have a new one which is bigger, which is what I'm using. So I think according to this, and there is some paperwork. What do we have in here? So this is a guarantee certificate, which I believe you need to fill it up, and then I don't know if it goes somewhere else for storage or what, but it's blank. It says guarantee certificate, so I believe you need to put the serial number of the device and your name and stuff. I believe this is supposed to happen in the shop, which, well, I didn't get this from the shop, but what I like in here is basically a graphical representation of how the setup will look like. So this is basically your Wi-Fi router, this part here, I hope you can see it, and then you also have your Wi-Fi router connected and your ONT device, which are both connected to the Wi-Fi UPS. And then I'm gonna put this aside when I'm gonna go and read it, and then I'll put the box aside. And this is the Wi-Fi UPS, and in this form and shape, obviously black in color. And then what you actually find on top, by just looking at the device itself, you will find there's a lot of light indicators and some buttons. So the button that you see in here is a power button, so you press the power button to power it up. And then I believe the other indicator, like output, it will show you if it's sending out power, AC if it's connected, and then if it's on the battery mode, I believe this is when there's load shedding, is not when this UPS is no longer getting power, it will show you that it's on the battery mode. Then the other thing that I like is it actually shows you the percentage in terms of how much power is available at given time. So there's 25%, 50, 75 and 100. So what if it's on 100, then it will show you 100. If it's on 75, it will show you 75. It's on 50, 50, likewise. There's nothing else in front. And when we look at the back, there is a selector which basically allows you to select if you want to use it on 15 volts on it or a 12 volt, also depending on the device that you're connected to. Then there's also a LAN and a PoE port, which you can actually use to get your power into your router and the UPS and the ONT. And then there's a reset button for the configurations. If you want to reset your configuration, then there's a USB, which it says 5 volts. Yes, you can actually charge your USB device with this ONT. Then there is 3 output ports, which I believe you need to use one of these adapters and cables that they've provided here, and obviously the input, which you initially use to plug it in this here. So let me just press and power it up, and yes, we got some juice on it. So obviously, because it's not getting any power from anywhere, it will show you that it's in a battery mode, and right now as we speak, it's on a 50%, which is good. And obviously it says it's on a output mode, so obviously the moment it goes on the battery, it's when it's actually charging out. So I actually like the way how it indicates this. So like I said, because I didn't unplug my ONT device, I'm gonna use a different router to actually see if we can power it up. It's one of my spare router that I even use on the go, which I'm gonna see. So the router that I have in here, it's one of the Huawei. It also works with fiber, it's also works with LTE, so you can put in a SIM card in here, which is good. It's a multi-purpose, you can work with it and go to different events and venue with this one. So this is also supporting, I want to just 12 volts, so I believe we should be able to power it up. I'm just gonna try to find the right adapter that goes in here so this one fits, and let's see if we can power it up. I'm just gonna, okay, yeah, 12 volts to 8, and as you can see in there, these are the two things that are connected. So if you're going to have an outdoor event and you need to have some connection, here's your solution. So you can get this Lalela Wi-Fi UPS on the go. You go with it, you've got your SIM card in here, you can actually use this while you're connected on the go. For people like me who do like streaming events, this will come in ideal when we're doing some streaming events at remote areas. We can actually use this to connect and get some good coverage on the network, which comes in handy. I actually like the fact that you actually can monitor the power, how much power is available, so which makes it so convenient. I mean, for me to carry these two things in my hand, it's just simple as just having them in here. And I like the fact that you can charge it at any given time. You can actually even charge multiple devices at the same time. So this is one device that I would recommend that you get if you don't want to be disconnected at any given time, and something that I would recommend for most of us. You can actually even use to charge your phone. I can imagine with so much milliwatts that this thing offers, you can actually charge your devices. I don't know how many times, your mobile devices, your tablet, I believe it's capable to do that, which is something that is actually great. So that's it about this Lalela Wi-Fi UPS. I will drop the link if you're interested on purchasing this device, or if you have any questions, something that you'd like me to cover, hit me up on the comment section below and I will definitely reply to that. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I will see you on my next video. Bye.